start of this debate, I have 3 points of framing. First, what is the debate about? Let me clarify that we are not eliminating AI from the job. The involvement of AI might be necessary to process massive data that cannot be done by humans. Yet, this debate needs to focus more on the roles of humans in the process of jobs that we currently have. Second, what is the counterfactual in our world? No massive involvement means the AI is still being used as a supporting tool, similarly to the current technologies such as computer, internet, etc. AI will not be in the crucial part of admissions such as interviews. In this part, the human role is very crucial as they need to consider several things that are not only based on the meritocracy, such as morality and the psychological aspect that cannot be tracked by the AI. Even in any important decision in the company, it is still under the deliberation and the discussion of the boards of executive. AI involvement is limited as the transition of jobs is still being created. In this context, humans prepare all of the jobs that are necessary for humans being to create and do, like preparing AI major in the higher education, training humans to be more familiar with engine prompting, or even creating the very industry of it. Thirdly, what is symmetrical in both sides? We shall not debate about the bias that might happen, because in both sides, I think bias and also subjective preferences might still happen. If opposition says that we have subjective selection and the probability of lobbying, there are our 2 responses. First, it is symmetrical as AI is also made based on the algorithm of the company. AI is designed based on the preferences of a particular company to meet their interests as well, like interview prompt and the expected answer, the filter of every skill they need, etc. Second, even then, it is still better in our side as subjectivity can be flexibly considered. Why? Because flexibility is necessary when you have to consider the background of the individual, the sincerity and honesty that you cannot prompt, or the interest that the company needs to prioritize for its sustainability. So now let's move on to my arguments. My first argument is about how human flaw is better addressed in the companies or industries. My first layer is about there are many flaws that the human makes while working, yet the best way to encounter it is not by replacing or totally being reliant to AI, yet try to equip them with the technology so that their capacity is fixed. Now, why is this important? There are 3 reasons. First, human loses the capacity to improve their analytical, decision, and critical thinking upon cases that they face. The conflict is solved, yet the main issue remains there. This is bad as it does not change the fact that humans will be seen as the source of the problem instead of the problem solver. Second, the massive use of AI will validate the decision of the industry or company to be more evil on the employee. It strips off the responsibility of the company to keep upgrading the employee through training and constant certification for better skill. In the end, opposition world will only have limited training and even none. But in our side, we will keep pushing and demanding the company to upgrade human resources. Thirdly, it is the type of job that is now progressing and developing. The human capacity is still in the adjustment level, but engine prompter or data analyst is the most wanted position, even digital creators. In that particular case, every employee is still adapting with the new trend and situation where the world is shifting into this. This is unfair to say that humans are incapable of adapting when they are still progressing. My second layer is about how AI will blur out any possibility of human developments in their case. Why is it so? It is because AI brings false hope and calculations to human beings, especially industry. Just because it has immense database of information that can make fast decisions and precision management, it eliminates all of the important processes that happens in the industry. What are the crucial things that we need to access in the industry and we don't consider this a problem? In a healthy workplace, directors and employees debate ideas, challenge each other and reach consensus. Now that process is not just about building efficiency, it's about building trust among the team members, generating innovation by clashing perspective, collective ownership of decision leading to stronger commitments to the results. But AI shortcuts the process. It spits out optimal solutions that bypasses human debate. My second argument is about human transition in the job will be better and the revolutionary industry happens better in our side. Now, we understand that the world needs humans in certain positions that it's more strategic and stop doing machinery job description. Yet, this transition will only happen when we do not fully rely on AI for these 2 reasons. First, some position in times of transition needs human roles that much. Recruitment is not only about looking for which data looks outstanding, yet it analyzes beyond that. GPA does not reflect the persistence of an individual during the work, or how the mental issue that should be addressed when getting pressure from the job, or how the managerial cannot measure the mentality of an individual with the workload. Now, I will explain why is AI bad. It is because AI collects the data from the commonality. It will reject individuals with certain issues as it is not statistically accepted by the AI data. Mental health is not gathered, rather it will be perceived as a threat. Second, humans is still the asset for some companies. The most important thing about transitioning is that the company can ensure the vision of the company is still being held. Human is the only investment and capital that they can keep. It is because they can be loyal and try to work under the perspective of the leader. Meanwhile, AI works under the communal perception and the setting of the AI industry. The data might not be as relevant with the needs of the company. Thus, it is still risky to fully hand into AI for this level.